A busy life in the heart of a cosmopolitan Canadian city. A challenging career in an exciting field. And lots of time for international travel and an active, healthy lifestyle. Many people would be content with this recipe for a successful life. But Masa Takei has decided to give up his daily securities, his home comforts, and everything familiar to see if he can handle a year off-grid.
The off-grid project is about unplugging, essentially, from modern life and stripping back to basics, reconnecting with the land. I'm looking at it as a year of learning.
As a freelance travel writer, Masa has traveled all over the world on multiple assignments. But one story location captured his imagination. A small island 130 kilometers off the coast of British Columbia.
The place I'm headed to is called Haida Gwaii, formerly known as the Queen Charlotte Islands. It's difficult to put into words what makes it so magical, but I think that's the word that usually comes up, magical. It's really a place that I want to spend a year.
Masa plans to integrate into an existing off-grid community on the north side of the island.
Haida Gwaii has a population of around 5,000. The Toe Hill community, the off-grid community, it's somewhere around 100 people. All the people that I have met have been people that I frankly would just want to spend more time with.
Born in Japan and raised in both Vancouver and England, Masa spent his childhood in nature. Today, his love of the outdoors is reflected in his lifestyle. 5 years ago, Masa was an MBA graduate with a blossoming career. However, one day he changed everything. He quit his job to pursue his lifelong dream to become a writer.
Although it seems like this is something that came out of the blue, I don't feel like it's a radical departure from what's right for me. One thing I noticed a while back was the paradox between standard of living and quality of life. I think that we can live quite well with even less.
Masa intends to design a cabin for himself from scratch. This will involve him harvesting his own wood and physically building his own home. He struck a deal with a local who will play a crucial role in the development.
My immediate neighbors are actually going to be my mentors, Rapid Richie and his wife Lisa. Rapid Richie's built dozens of cabins with just a chainsaw and a hammer.
The first part of the construction process has already been determined.
The building site, I couldn't have asked for anything better. It's right off the beach, tucked in amidst some trees. So once this is done, at least from the second floor, we'll have a great view of the water.
The off-grid community aims to be self-sufficient. Masa will need to acquire his own food by growing, gathering, and hunting. But he is realistic about how soon he can become totally independent.
It's going to be a gradual process. I'm under no illusion that I'll be able to do it from a standing start. The joke on Haida Gwaii is that you can hunt with a hammer and an apple. The animals are so docile.
There will be many challenges for him. For a person from such a very urban world, he will have to learn to accommodate to his new surroundings quickly.
I don't expect it to be easy by any stretch. I think it's easy to talk about. It's going to be harder to do. Definitely include the weather. It does rain a lot up there. But the fact of the matter is, I believe even if it's raining, you're going to have to get out there and do it. The things I'm looking forward to most going up to Haida Gwaii, a picture I have in my mind's eye of when the cabin's done, that whole scenario of having a fire in the wood stove and the surf pounding outside, that rewarding feeling, that satisfaction of being able to do it myself.
Many will question why an individual like Masa has chosen to follow such an extreme path. For him, it is a personal challenge, a test of both his physical ability and emotional strength. At a time in his life when he feels truly free from commitments, Masa is now ready to experience the unknown.
I'm actually hoping that this year is going to be an exciting new start for me. Deep in my gut, it feels right. The timing couldn't have been better. I know I just want to step off and head off and do this.
So many of us dream of embarking on the adventure of a lifetime. We have reflected on the decisions we've made and the paths we've chosen. Is it possible to start again? To carve out a different life story? To take control of your own fate and survival? We now have a chance to get the answers to these questions and more. Follow Masa's regular video updates from deep in the Canadian wilderness, along with a weekly written blog, as he unplugs from the metropolitan world and returns to a simpler, self-sufficient life. Masa Off-Grid, only on radX.ca.